morning, welcome back to the vlog. It's a little bit of a late start today actually because it's been raining all morning. According to the forecast it was going to stop raining around 10 o'clock, which it has done. So I'm heading out on the bike now. I'm riding north to go and meet up with Steve, but I finally cracked and stuck a mudguard on my bike, only the back mudguard. I go away in January, which is like less than 2 months away now, so I was going to try and ride it out and not stick any mudguards on, and then when I go away, hopefully I don't need any mudguards in Spain. But the weather's just been so bad over the last like week or two. I was like, nah, enough's enough. I'm sick of washing my bike so much, and I'm also sick of getting filthy. So I've got a back mudguard on, more so to keep me dry rather than the bike. And also bonus point, now when I go riding with people, I won't get shouted at. Is he on time? No, he's not. Alright, so the plan today is to do about 4 hours out in the Ribble Valley. I only just feel normal again today after the altitude session I did a couple of days ago. It took me 2 days to recover from that. Yesterday I did 2 hours fairly steady and I just felt like shit. But thankfully today I've recovered again. I've just never trained at altitude before. It's a complete shock to the body. I can really see the benefit in it though. Hey, how was the weather this afternoon? From seeing those shots at the start of today's vlog to seeing this now, just blue sky, you would not think it's the same day, but it is, honestly. So I rode an hour out today, did a couple of hours with Steve pressing on a little bit, then I've got an hour back home. But because we started late, if we had stopped at the cafe today, by the time I get home it would be dark, and I don't want to be riding home in the dark, so we didn't stop at the cafe. I haven't done a 4-hour ride in a while without stopping at the cafe to get some food, so I'm feeling a little bit hungry. Debating with myself here in Preston whether or not to stop at Sainsbury's to get some food. Alright, yeah, I'm stopping. I'm getting some food. Man's hungry. Now, do I go for something like a flapjack, which is good ride food, or a cookie? I mean, I'm feeling like I want to go for the cookie, but I think from a nutritional stance, probably best I went for this. Food consumed, it's time to crack on. Got an hour to get home, kind of thinking that I might have to race the sunset a little bit. It's setting in front of me right now, probably why my face is completely lit up. Alright, so by my professional judgment, I got 30 minutes to go until I get home, and I reckon we've got about 40 minutes of sunlight. I think it might be a little bit tight today, but I'm just gonna press on. I've got a backlight obviously, but I've not got a front. Hello. Made it home with absolutely no stress. We're losing the light a little bit, but I reckon I'm still good for another half an hour. Okay, so I wanted to get home to turn the camera on and have a conversation with you guys about a situation that arose today, and ultimately get your opinion on it. So me and Steve were riding through a fairly small village, and we weren't going fast, we're just going steady, you know, and there was an elderly chap just up the road, stood on the pavement on the left hand side, walking the same direction we were going with his 2 dogs. He then proceeded to try and cross the road as we were approaching, so we very kindly and politely just announced that we were coming, that there was cyclists approaching, to which he replied, "Use your bells, you." And I mean, clearly this chap was quite disgruntled and somewhat enraged. So my reply, but very simply, was that perhaps you should look both ways when you're crossing the road. I mean, I think that's a fair thing to say. It's something that we're taught when we're about 5 years old. Stop, look, listen. It's a very simple procedure to look both ways before you cross the road, to check that there's no cars coming, right? He then replied, "You cyclists think you own the road." And I mean, this conversation wasn't going to go anywhere. Clearly he had something against cyclists. However, he was simply in the wrong by not looking. It didn't matter. This got me thinking, and I want to pass the question off to you guys, to the viewers. Do you think it should be compulsory for cyclists to have a bell? I guess, cars that are also using the same road, they have their horns to signal. So should cyclists have bells? My personal opinion and thinking is like, no, because it's never really been a problem in the past, and the only thing that's changing nowadays is there's more and more cars on the road, and if you're in a moving engine powered car, would you be able to hear a bike bell? Perhaps you can, in which case maybe cyclists would benefit from having a bell on their bike. But my thinking would be that cars wouldn't be able to hear a bell anyway, so the most effective way to gain attention from a car would be with lights. But leave a comment down below with your opinion on this matter. I'm really keen to start a discussion and get your opinions as well. I'm open to any opinions. GCN recently made a video about should bikes have registration license plates on them, and I guess this kind of falls under the same bracket. Okay, so it's now the following day, hence why it's still light outside and hence why I'm in the car. I've just got done editing this video up to this point, and I seem to be doing this a lot recently where I'm just like ending the video not on the current day. But anyway, I was pretty tired yesterday afternoon, hence why there was no more vlog footage. But in a couple of days time, I'm going to set up a bit of an interview with Steve. As most of you know, Steve is a professional cyclist and he has been for a number of years, but he is also a coach. So I want to set up a bit of a Q&A, like more of a training based Q&A. So if anyone's got any training questions or even just questions in general for Steve or even for me, and I will select the best ones, I'll try and pick as many as possible to be in a Q&A video in a couple of days time. But guys, that's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to win one of those cycling prints, all you got to do is leave a like, drop a comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. But with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow at 5 PM.